As the NBA Combine rolled on in Chicago this week, a fascinating storyline was unfolding in the background, one that could reshape how international basketball talent finds its way into the American college system. The EuroLeague, widely regarded as the premier basketball league outside the NBA, has long been seen as a proving ground for players not quite ready for the association or those seeking redemption after stints in the NBA. But now it's at the center of a growing pipeline to the NCAA. And the latest developments are telling, with high profile cases like BYU's acquisition of rising star Egor Demin from Real Madrid. The friction between European clubs and college programs has been impossible to ignore. European players under contract can't just walk away to suit up for college teams, not without permission and often a financial buyout. That's exactly what BYU had to do to land Egor Demin. And it appears that won't be a one-off. This week, reports confirmed a groundbreaking agreement between the NCAA and the EuroLeague's Central Board. The goal? Streamline player movement from Europe to the NCAA ranks, essentially acknowledging college basketball's evolution into a de facto professional league, fueled by NIL deals that can sometimes dwarf what young players earn overseas. Take Hugo Gonzalez, for example. The talented Real Madrid forward reportedly turned down a seven-figure NIL offer from BYU, only to find himself watching from the bench on many nights. Meanwhile, Egor Demin, who chose the college route, is now lighting up the NBA Combine. Scouts and media alike, from Brett Siegel to Mike Babcock, are buzzing about his shooting, his poise, and the serious momentum he's building as a draft prospect. This situation has sparked deeper conversation. ESPN's Jonathan Givney raised an important point. If European teams are worried about losing young talent, they need to do more to incentivize them to stay. Right now, the NCAA, with its blend of visibility, competition, and lucrative NIL potential, is becoming a more attractive option. BYU, it turns out, had interest in both Gonzalez and Egor Demin, but contractual barriers made it nearly impossible to bring in both. The school prioritized Egor Demin, a decision that now looks like a masterstroke, given his standout performances in Chicago, as more EuroLeague prospects eye the NCAA as a viable stepping stone to the NBA. This new agreement could mark the beginning of a talent shift, one that blurs the line between amateur and professional basketball more than ever before. As the buzz around Egor Demin continues to surge following his stellar showings at the NBA Combine, the conversation around international prospects making the leap to college basketball has never been more relevant or revealing. At the heart of this evolving narrative is a stark contrast in career choices. Demin, who left Real Madrid to join BYU, is now drawing serious attention from NBA front offices. Multiple sources project him comfortably within the lottery, somewhere between picks 5 and 15, with his name steadily climbing draft boards thanks to his polished game and standout performances in Chicago. And then there's Hugo Gonzalez, another Real Madrid product, who opted to stay put, despite reportedly having over $1 million in NIL incentives waiting for him at BYU. The decision, in hindsight, raises critical questions about opportunity and exposure. Gonzalez has often found himself buried in the rotation on a Real Madrid squad packed with seasoned pros and EuroLeague title ambitions. For a young player, that means limited minutes and few chances to showcase growth, especially on a team that prioritizes winning over development. Meanwhile, Demin is proving exactly what can happen when talent meets opportunity. After proving himself in Europe, he embraced a lead role in Provo, developed under the spotlight, and now he's positioning himself as a potential top 10 pick. He bet on himself, took the leap, and it's paying off in a big way, not just in draft stock, but in future earnings as well. While fans might see seven-figure NIL deals as game-changing, Many professional athletes view them as merely a stepping stone toward far bigger paydays. But the bigger takeaway is this: college basketball, with its visibility, competitive structure, and NIL ecosystem, is quickly becoming a viable and at times preferable path to the NBA for international stars. The contrast between Demin's rise and Gonzalez's stalled momentum paints a clear picture. For young European talent, the old route isn't necessarily the best route anymore. And if the current trends continue, we may be watching the beginning of a shift where college basketball becomes the global launching pad for the next generation of NBA stars. So, how did BYU and newly hired head coach Kevin Young manage to pull off what many thought was impossible? According to emerging reports, the EuroLeague is now reevaluating its approach to player movement. In what appears to be a major strategic shift, EuroLeague officials are considering a framework that treats NCAA programs similarly to professional leagues when it comes to acquiring talent. That includes streamlining what's essentially become a transfer fee model, similar to what's used in global soccer, and to allow young players under contract to move to U.S. college teams for a price. It's a buyout system, yes, but it's also something more. Growing acknowledgement that college basketball, backed by NIL opportunities and national exposure, is now a direct competitor to the EuroLeague for emerging talent. Young athletes, still eligible for NCAA play, can now earn 10 times the salary they'd make overseas, all while building their brand and NBA readiness under the American spotlight. Demin's path isn't unique anymore, but it's pivotal. BYU wasn't the only program to bring in European talent, with players like Jakusionis making the jump to Illinois. But Demin's case is the most visible proof of concept. It raises the question, did Kevin Young just rewrite the playbook for how elite European players make their way to the NBA? The EuroLeague, it seems, has taken notice, and perhaps for the first time in its modern history, feels real pressure to adjust. The race for global talent is heating up, and U.S. college basketball might just be emerging as the new frontier. As European clubs weigh how to retain their best young players, U.S. college programs, especially those with aggressive and creative coaching staffs like BYU, are poised to capitalize. This isn't just about one player. It's about a potential talent drain that could reshape both the NCAA and EuroLeague for years to come. In hindsight, Gonzalez's choice to stay in Europe may still work out, and we wish him the best. But there's no denying that Demin made the right move. He took the leap, seized the spotlight, and may soon hear his name called among the top picks in the NBA draft. For programs watching this unfold, the message is clear. The international arms race in recruiting has already begun.